What is going on, everybody? The special edition of Ring Theory. It's your boy, Jey Lacey, and I'm not alone. I'm riding shotgun with a personal friend of mine. All right. We wanted to get out here. We wanted to bring somebody special in here, and I've got a good friend of mine, CWA Wrestling's Tripp Rogers. What's
Whoa,
up,
whoa,
Tripp,
whoa.
man? How you
Whoa,
doing?
whoa, whoa. Long time friends. Where have you been the last few years, Jerk? I am the longest reigning Blacklist Pro heavyweight champion. I'm the longest reigning CWA heavyweight champion. Where were you then? Where were you then, Jerk? Nowhere. I am that TRI double P, the rambling playboy, Tripp Rogers. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Hey, bro, I'm under the ring. That's where I was.
Okay.
My guy. Good to see you. This is a long time coming. This is a conversation I've been wanting to have with you for a long time. First of all, bro, let the people know who is Tripp Rogers.
I am the rambling playboy, Tripp Rogers. I am that arrogant chicken shit heel that will just do whatever it takes to win a match. And as you can see, I am the longest reigning Blacklist Pro heavyweight champ. I've won numerous titles. Why? Because I deserve them. That's why.
No doubt,
Here,
bro.
okay, now let's get the kayfabe out of the way. How did we go all these years and not know that you were such a super fan like I have been all my life? How did this slip by?
I think it crossed one time where back in high school, full transparency.
Yeah.
I was a super wrestling nerd. I couldn't show it, of course, because again, you're in high school, right?
Right.
But this is when wrestling was really starting to cook and everything. So I think we attended one wrestling party where we had, and I'm getting age myself. I don't want to age you, but WWF.
I'm
WCW.
right there with you.
We were at one party together, and this was going off. And so it's like, okay, I do have other people. Fast forward, you're starting to train pro wrestling. I'm like, how, when, where, who trained you? Give me the goods on that, man. How did you get started?
Okay, let's go back far. So once I moved to Modesto, where I live now, I started seeing commercials during Raw. Hey, Bret Hart's going to be at Toys R Us Modesto. Hey, Kevin Nash. Hey, Chris Jericho. I'm like, what the hell? So I started going, obviously, right?
Okay.
This is probably like 04, 05, somewhere in there.
All right. Okay.
And just from going, I got to know the guy that was running it. And then through him, I got to know the guy that ran Big Time Wrestling over in Fremont, San Jose, which is where Bailey started. Okay.
Got you.
Same promotion. She was there as a fan. I was there as a fan. We had brief, interactions. I started doing stuff for him, doing all the fan fest. I would take guys to the airport, go pick them up from the hotel, all that kind of stuff. But I never got into the ring and trained until I was 38, almost 39. That was in April of 2017. I started training.
Okay. So yeah. you got the whole Diamond Dallas Page bug.
Yeah, pretty much. And it was just, it wasn't even to, I wasn't even going to be a wrestler. I was just going to be a manager, because I was 250 pounds, size 48 waist. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if you remember me in school, I was just long and lanky. And then but anyways, so I was just going to be a manager. There was a battle royal that was going to happen that night, and someone didn't show up. So they're like, hey, let's just throw Tripp in there. And I'm like, bro, I haven't even finished training or anything, blah, 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 blah. They're like, don't worry. It's just a battle royal, punch, kick, and just listen. I'm like, oh, okay, sure thing. No problem. And grant you, this is my first show. So as I'm about to go out, I said, wait a minute, what's my name? And then somebody just said, say his name backwards. And they're all like, Tripp Rogers? And they're like, no, Tripp Rogers. Throw an S on it. And it just stuck. And that's how that all started. And then I, started training with Jason Styles, who trained Bailey. And There you go. it's
bro.
and it's been a it's been a crazy ride, bro. A crazy ride.
I've been following from afar. So like again, we're familiar with each other, went to high school,
Yep.
same class and everything.
Yep.
When you first posted that you were a professional wrestler, I was like, okay, how, who, when? Because I mean, I'm in the Central Valley with you. I'm
Yeah.
not seeing any of the commercials you're seeing clearly.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, the way my body's built, I'm not going to get in the ring. I'm probably going to be a mouthpiece. I'm probably going to be that manager that you were intending to be.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
got in the ring and we interacted years ago and you said, hey, I could get you in the ring. You want to take some bumps?
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I'm cool on that.
Yeah.
I'm cool on that, man. But I'm like vicariously living through you, watching you develop, watching the character develop, and seeing all these people that you're interacting with. And I'm like, he's doing it, man. So again, shots out to you, hats off, for pursuing this and doing it for how many years have you been in the business now?
So April of almost 10.
Almost 10 years. Okay.
Almost 10 years. Yeah.
Nice.
So, and bro, like going up and down the road, like there was a hard 4-year period where it was like twice on Saturday, once on Sunday. Go to work Monday, work all week, twice on Saturday, once on Sunday. And then just repeat. And I didn't see my kids hardly. I didn't see nobody. It was just wrestling all the time. Like everywhere.
All consuming. All consuming. That's
all up and down California, Reno. I flew over to Colorado. Like it's nuts, bro.
I was going to ask you, where's the furthest you've actually wrestled?
Colorado's the farthest I ever went.
Okay.
And then, everywhere in between of that.
That's so cool, bro.
Yeah.
And they just fly you out and say, hey, look, this is who we got you working with and blah, blah, in the particulars.
My wife, Jennifer, drove me to the airport in Sac Friday night after work. I flew, wrestled, flew back Sunday, went to work. It was just like that. Yeah. And I came hobbling in. They're like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Well, what I do on the weekends." And they're like, "Okay."
Man, that is cool, bro. So getting back to the Tripp Rogers character, where are you drawing inspiration from for the rambling playboy?
Bro, there's a little bit of Shawn Michaels in there. There's a little bit of heel Christian in there. I should say there's a lot of Christian in there. Jericho, Ted DiBiase. Like some of my favorite spots is stuff that just inspired from some older stuff. Like the Paris thing, the Punjabi Poppy I just took on.
Yeah.
There's a certain spot he's always wanted to work with me, and he calls it the Tripp spot. And I'm like, I think I broke his heart. I'm like, bro, that's not like I didn't come up with that. I saw, some older stuff, and then I just kind of, tinkered with it to make it my own is really all I did. But he still calls it the Tripp spot, so I'm kind of flattered by it.
That's awesome. That's all we're all doing is just stealing it from somebody else and just remixing it and calling it our own, bro.
Right, make it your own, which is all I did really. And it's surreal because I try to tell everybody, it's like, just let me do this little spot, and the crowd will boo the shit out of me. Oh, I'm sorry if I can't cuss on here. My bad.
No.
Okay.
We already put the kids to bed, bro.
All right, gotcha. All right. But I just tell them, like, hey, just work this spot right in the beginning, and I guarantee you the crowd will pop for you and they'll boo the crap out of me. So don't worry, and it works every time. It's a great spot.
So when did you feel like your character was you started clicking with your character, like, okay, I'm on to something, and then it finally like caught it, where you were, I'm not thinking about this anymore. I'm just feeling it, and just, you're in that groove, you're in the zone.
I went through those stages like everybody else does. Like, okay, I've tried this, that didn't really work, and I was still kind of playing off my tag team partner, the best looking everything, Jason Hastings. So together we were the best looking everythings. So I was still kind of playing off of that. and then it wasn't really until you might know this name, Christina Von Eerie. She used to be in TNA.
Mm-hmm.
She's around here.
Hey, watch out! You just dropped the name right there. So
yeah, I know. So she's actually the one responsible for the whole onesie thing.
Really?
And,
I was going to ask you about that too. But keep going.
Okay. So when she did that, I just like, I don't ever really think of anything. I just react. So I just reacted to it, and it clicked like, oh, maybe we got something here. So then we did it again. So then we did it again. So we did it again. And every single time I just reacted, and whatever I said or whatever I did worked. And that's pretty much how that whole character, that part of the character has turned out these last, oh Lord, 5 years.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. Yeah.
Because
and it hasn't died down. It doesn't, like, it's already to the point where it's followed me to where I've just gone to shows as a fan, and I'll hear, it's a onesie, and I'm like, and I'll yell across, no, it's not. You know, and you just get that little banner, and then, you know, we meet afterwards and whatever. But
yeah,
that's
it's amazing.
That's when I started realizing, hey, just react and see how it goes, and then take it from there. And that's pretty much all I've done.
So we can thank Christy Von Eerie about the whole onesie
yes.
thing, huh?
Yeah, it's all her fault.
And you know what? You like you said, you know, the character that you have whining, complaining about not a onesie, hilarious, bro. It's hilarious.
Yeah. And being a heel, just like, it comes natural. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, you can even ask my wife. I said, hey, honey, I asked her this one time. I said, could I ever be a face? And she goes, no, because you're too much of a dick in real life. So I just take that, and you've heard this phrase 1,000 times. I just turn the knob, you know, all the way up, and they're just, because now there's a whole thing backstage when I introduce myself. Mm-hmm. Hey, Tripp Rogers, piece of shit. It's not just a gimmick. And then you'll hear everyone else that already knows. They'll go, "Yep, that's right."
Pretty accurate. He's shooting straight. Gotta love it.
So I just play off of that, like, constantly. That's all I do, you know. And it works, because, you know, everybody hates the asshole. Everybody hates that piece of shit heel and wants to see him get his ass kicked.
They do, but here's the thing too: is like, people, if you do it well enough, yeah, we tend to want to root for the bad guy, because there's a part of us. I mean, at least for me, I always, my favorite wrestlers were the heels. Yeah. I always rooted for the villains. Transformers, Megatron. What? I like Megatron. You know what I'm saying? Oh. I always rooted for the bad guy. I always rooted, because I wanted to see exactly what would happen if, like, okay, here's how much of a nerd I was in high school too. Like, Transformers. I wanted Starscream to win against Megatron so bad. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that one time he did win, it's like, okay, this is awesome. And they never let him win another battle again, right? So again, when you're talking about, you know, the heels growing up for me, like Ravishing Rick Rude, when he wore Jake the Snake's wife on his trunks.
On his trunks.
Bro, the disrespect, sky high for me. You know, right? I always wanted to boo the bad guy, or not boo the bad guy, but root for the bad guy, because the good guy was always winning. And I think if you do so much of a good job, people like yourself get over from the crowd, because they there's a piece of them that's like, you know what, I can relate to that.
Which in the last couple of years, I'm starting to see that. I got a few fans that they'll always back me up, whether it's online or at, you know, wherever the show is. There'll be that group that's like, yeah, come on, Tripp, when the rest of them are you know, booing the crap out of me. Mm-hmm. But I was looking around, because when you said Megatron, you would get a kick out of it, and I don't know where they are, but I just bought some Megatron headphones, and they come in a little case, and it lights up and everything. Sorry, not to go off topic, but
that's sick. As you can see, like, behind me, I got like a whole bunch of Funko Pops, and I got Megatron somewhere over here, and right next to Soundwave. And when it comes to that kind of stuff. But man, bro. So again, going back to the travel scene. So just describe what like a typical weekend for you now, because I mean I know before you said you were grinding twice on Saturdays, once on Sunday.
Yeah.
What's your travel situation looking like now? I mean,
Now,
especially with the notoriety that you're gaining at this point, bro.
now it's nice because I'm actually slowing down because same age here. I'm starting to feel it, brother.
Yeah,
And it's nice now. Now I'm maybe one Saturday, 2 Saturdays a month.
okay.
Because I'm October. Break the news here. October will be my retirement match.
Bro.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know. Because, brother, I'm feeling it.
All the way out, or are you just doing like a more of a
Well,
part-time situation?
I'm gonna transfer over into managing.
Okay.
Finally. And plus I have CWA's ring in my garage. And I'm still part of that company, so which is my home fed, which I started there, so I'll always be part of CWA somehow.
That's what's up.
Yeah, yeah. Not to break any hearts or anything, but yeah, October will be my retirement match.
Well, I will be there in person. Just let me know when and where, and I'm right there to celebrate with you, bro. That's
Thank you.
that's amazing. That's amazing. So
If I can,
sure.
we were gonna try to do, because October is CWA's anniversaries shows.
Okay.
So this would be CWA 13. We were gonna try to do it in Chowchilla.
Really?
But yeah, I was like, they were like, if you're gonna retire, where do you want to do it? And I said, if we could do it in Chow, because that's pretty much where it started for me, in the backyards. If we could end it
Sentimental, yeah.
there,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome. But it didn't work out, so it's gonna be in Fresno.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
not
Let
too
me know.
far,
Keep
but
me posted on that.
I will definitely.
Awesome. Well, you know what, Tripp? I gotta bring my guy to the stage, right?
All right.
You might see him this way, you might see him that way, and he just ran away. I'm gonna keep that in there. I'm gonna keep that in there. Yeah, man. So before I turn it over to one of my esteemed colleagues who helps me with this whole operation over here with the ring theory, I gotta ask you, bro. Who was your mentor that you gleaned a lot of information from? You talked about early on
Oh,
going up to big time wrestling, but who did you basically ask on speed dial to, like, hey, I'm thinking about this and that? Who'd you run to? Who's the person for you?
there's not. I can't name one because there's been so many,
Okay.
and because you gain so much experience in different perspectives from people. There's
Sure.
there's Mike Rain, there's Choopy, uh, Jason Hastings, who I started with, Jason Styles. I could call him up anytime. Um, Sergio, which I can't. He's a luchador. I can't say his name, so please forgive me, Sergio, if you see this. uh, Bro, just so many that could. Christina, I would call her on a regular.
Mm.
So many guys. Magnum AD. Um, some of the old promoters that used to be wrestlers that are now running their own shows, and Pacheco or whatever, I call them up. Maynard, there's just so many. If I had an idea or someone didn't answer, I'm like, okay, let me try this person. So I was lucky enough to where I had all these contacts, and I knew if I had a question or if I had an idea or whatever, I could run it by them and I would get a solid, honest answer. Oh, Sean
Gotcha.
Sims, Devin Danger, Tony Vargas. Man, there's so many that I had access to, and I appreciate every single one of them.
That's awesome. Respect.
Yeah.
Speaking of respect,
Uh-oh.
I was disrespected by my faction member, because we're not tag team, we're not trios no more.
Okay.
I'm bringing up my man up to the stage. Two-Way Ray, what is cracking with you, brother? How you doing? and he removed himself. Oh, there we go. Ray, I had to get you on, my man. I saw you creep in, tiptoe, whatever. Tripp Rogers, this is the incomparable, the real MVP, if you ask me, Ray Williams.
How you doing, Ray? Oh,
no mic.
There it is.
There we go.
There we are.
If it's not one thing, it's another. I'm doing well, brother Tripp. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
No problem. It's nice to meet you. And I was just trying to slide in. I wasn't camera ready. That's what that was, Jay.
That's why you went that way and then you went that way?
Yeah.
Is that what
two ways. Yeah.
2 ways.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you on. And yeah, I was just going to be in the background. I figured that you brothers do have a rapport from what I understand. And
yeah.
I believe, Jay, correct me if I'm wrong, but you brothers knew each other since high school?
Since high school. Yeah. So, like I said, this was a conversation that was just waiting to be recorded because, I mean, at some point I knew I was going to ask you a few of these questions, man. So I just wanted to get you on, and I appreciate your time for coming on, man. You've been very generous, and hopefully this ain't the last time. We can get you in before you retire for sure.
Yeah.
And I know you got some things to plug. Tripp, number one, where can people get the shirt? Whoop that Tripp, because that is awesome. And number two, what else you got coming up that you want the people to know about, and where can they see you?
Well, speaking of which, it's in the mail, sir. Just so you know. All right.
Appreciate you.
You can go to prowrestlingtees.com/Tripp Rogers. You can hit me up directly and I'll mail it to you. Or you see me at a live show, I usually have them on hand. Just let me know ahead of time and I'll hold it for you.
Sounds good.
As far as like where to find me, all socials, they're all different, so bear with me. I'm sorry. Facebook is Roger D. Tripp Jr. Instagram and Threads is Tripp Rogers _, oh Lord, Rogers _CWA. X is Tripp _Rogers CWA. TikTok, Tripp Rogers 6878. And YouTube is Tripp Rogers 8447.
Nice. And you have some shows coming up, man. And tell me about this, because I'm sure the people want to know. I'll let you break the news and everything. Like what's coming up
right to that one? We jumping right to that one? I got
whatever you want to go to. Whatever you want to go to.
Okay. So first, June 26th in Atwater will be for Fighting Spirit Pro. I'll be making my debut there. It'll be a tag team match with me and the bad man Eric Dennis. Opponents have yet to be determined.
Okay.
Then we move on to July 18th, Merced, California. It's the Ramblin' Playboy, Tripp Rogers, in the main event where he belongs, mind you, against the one and only, the king of TNA, Frankie Kazarian. Now, I can tell you this is the biggest match of my career, and to say I'm both nervous and excited as hell for this match. I cannot wait. I don't know if you saw the little promo he cut on me after I cut a promo on D'Lo Brown in Fresno just last weekend.
I did see that.
But Frankie, I got a little something for you, son, and your little flux capacitor, whatever else you want to call it, isn't going to be no match for a little sweet Tripp music, if you know what I mean.
Talk about it.
Then we go on to July 31st in Lodi, California. I'll take on Matt Freeman there at the 209 Dragons Den. Which, by the way, if anybody in the Central Valley is looking for a great school to go learn how to wrestle, 209 Dragons Den right there in Lodi.
Yes, sir.
August 15th in Dinuba will be a lucha. It'll be a half lucha CWA show. I'll be taking on Hellfire there. And then the big one in October in Fresno will be my retirement match, which no details, nothing on who opponent, what kind of match, nothing has been determined yet. And then after that, I actually have one that got rescheduled So I'll have my retirement match that October 3rd, and then I'll have my final match in Lompoc, October 15th, I believe.
Nice.
Just because that one something happened, so they had to reschedule it. So I'm like, that's no problem. They're like, you're gonna retire. I'm like, it's okay. I'll do that one. Don't worry about it.
That's what's up. That's what's
So,
up.
Yep.
So with you eyeing retirement, with you eyeing, getting into the management side of the business.
Yeah.
You don't have to say names. Actually,
Okay.
I would like for you to say maybe one or two names you would like to manage, right? So I know you have an eye for talent. You clearly, you've been in the business for over 10 years at this point in the game. Who are you looking at to manage to be this generation's, I don't know, Bobby the Brain Heenan or, MVP?
See?
Who are you looking at to be?
We're on the same wavelength right there,
plans, bro. Hey, I know you. I know you.
I was already that's what I was already planning, was like the Heenan family. Like, he didn't have just like they were all the same kind of character. He had just a variety of people.
Right.
Which is what I'm looking to do. So there's a tag team I got my eye on called the Damn Dirty Dogs. They're out of Sacramento. The Bad Man Eric Dennis, who's been my partner here for a little bit. Give him a little guidance, help him, get some championship around his waist. We got quite a few that I got my eye on. I haven't spoken to yet, but I'll keep those under wraps. Keep that, just a little close to the chest.
That's what we call a tease.
I
like that. Hey, well, Tripp, you know what? Like I said, I appreciate your time. I appreciate catching up with you, man. Thank you for breaking the news that you're going to be retiring in October. I'm sure we're going to be talking between now and then and get some more deets on that. And I will be popping up at a couple of these different shows in the Central Valley to support not only you, but professional wrestling on the independent level at the independent scene, because it's bubbling, and it's bubbling right here in the Central Valley. So Ray, you got anything before we cut out and call it a day?
Well, I think you were about to say something, Tripp.
Yeah, I was going to say there is a lot of great talent in the Central Valley and beyond, and from traveling up and down California, I've seen so much. Like, there are some guys that are just going to explode here in just a few years. Just it's getting ridiculous over here. I don't know if it's something in the water. I don't know what's going on, but man, there has been some incredible talent, and that might be quite part of the reason why I'm like, hey, I need to step back and let these young dogs go for it, because I don't know if I can keep up anymore.
Gotcha.
They're doing good out there. They're doing real good.
Nice. And from what I've heard, even with the little bit of time I've been on, it sounds like you're going to be a tremendous mentor for those coming up within that
I hope
region.
so. I hope so. I mean, when you're the longest reigning Blacklist Pro Heavyweight champ,
tell them.
When you're also the longest reigning Tripp Rogers Memorial champ, it says a few things. It says, hey, maybe I should listen to this guy. Maybe this guy can take me to the next level. Maybe the rambling playboy Tripp Rogers can put gold around my waist. Hey, you're an independent wrestler. You need a management? Hit me up.
You heard it, folks. You heard it here first.
Wise words indeed. Tripp, it's a pleasure, my man. Thank you. We'll be talking to you. This has been an exclusive Ring Theory episode for my man 2A Ray, for my man Tripp Rogers. I am Jey Lacey, and we'll catch you on the flip. Peace.
It's not a onesie.
It's not a onesie at all. I agree with you. It's not a onesie.
Thank you.
Let's get the music.